This is Doris from Turner Reborn Studios, and it's been requested that I make a video on how to list a doll or sell on reborns.com. So I'm going to do that today. So first things first, you will obviously have to go to reborns.com. And I have it here now on this home page. And of course, you're going to have an account, and you'll have to set that up here. But once you have an account all set up, I'm assuming that you have an account because you do have to pay a membership fee. It's not too much. I think it's like $30 a month or something like that, but you don't have to pay any commissions. So for me, it's worth it for sure. And then you just have your account all set up. Then you will just go to add item here, if you can see that. And it will take you here. So you have to have credits. When you buy memberships, you get credits. And so you have to make sure you have all that. Then I'm going to assume that you're just selling a Reborn itself. So you could also sell alternatives or doll kits or even clothes or services like rooting or painting or whatever. But in this case, we'll pick a human reborn is it fully reborn? Is it only partially reborn? Or are you selling something that's factory painted? So we're going to go with doll is fully reborn. And then official kit name. What is the name of your kit? Type that in. The name of the sculptor. And one of the cool things that just started, I noticed when I just listed Gracie May, was it actually will come up with part of that. So like, see Laura Lee Eagles, it just comes up. So you can start typing in the sculptor and it will actually help you come up with the name. It didn't used to do that. That's a new thing. And then here's another one for the doll name or a short description. Then if you're reselling your doll, then it will be, I am not the artist. I've never chose that because I've only just sold my own dolls. But obviously, if you didn't reborn it yourself, then you would not be the artist. You would put that there. But if you are the artist, then you will pick, I'm the artist. And then to make sure, they come down with confirming. And you have to type in, I am the artist here, as a confirmation that you didn't just mess up and pick the wrong thing. If you're not the artist, then you're going to pick that, and it's who painted or assembled the item. So then you can fill in. And then if you don't know, you're supposed to leave it blank. But this way, you're not taking credit for work that you didn't do, or you are taking credit for the work that you did. And then the next thing will be whether or not you have a COA. It's pretty straightforward. And if your doll didn't come with a COA, like some of the older kits didn't make COAs for them. Back in the day, it wasn't deemed as important as it is now. So then you can also put not applicable. But if you're not sure if your doll's authentic, then do not list it. And there's some more information that you can find here. Reborns.com is for authentic kits only. And if anybody knows me, they know that I also am only supportive of authentic kits. That's a whole different issue that we won't get into right now. So from where or who was the doll or the kit bought? So like Trueborns, McPherson's, Irresistibles, whatever, where you bought it from. Or did you buy it from another artist? If it's not your doll that you reborned yourself, who did you buy it from? So it's just kind of a way to kind of keep track. And if you bought the kit, did you buy it off of Facebook or, where did you buy it from? And then never listed before on Reborns, you click this one. And if you have listed it, but then you did something else to it, here's an example. Twins that are now being listed separately, sales that fell through, listing with changes such as new outfits or add-ons or subtractions or new photos or whatever. A good example would be June. I had her posted on here when she was bald, and then I had her rooted. And when I came back from the doll show, then I took new pictures of her with hair, and I had her back on Reborns. I would not be choosing never listed before because she had been listed bald, so she would be considered repost. And then availability, made and ready to be shipped, which was what you can choose if it's made and ready to be shipped, or if it's like a custom thing that you're trying to do or a pre-order, then you would choose that. And then this, of course, is the length. How tall are they in either inches or centimeters? Or if you're not selling a doll, then it would maybe not be applicable. The weight, either in grams or pounds and ounces. The price, of course, that's pretty important. Whether or not you're going to offer layaway. Item status, is it for sale? Obviously, if it's sold, you wouldn't think you would do this, but you can sometimes change it here. I usually change it from the nursery side, so there's just some different things. Or you can even do a draft or a hidden if you're working on it. Sometimes I like to do that when I'm still in the middle of taking pictures. The other thing, too, I can do it on my computer, the typing part, and do draft, and then add the pictures from my phone. That's easier for me. Then this, after it's sold, do you want to show the price to everyone? The sell price just for the people that are Reborn sellers, or don't show the price at all. Mine's already listed as show the price to paid Reborn sellers. As a seller, I like to sometimes look and see what the price of things is going for. It helps me kind of figure out my own prices. So I like to share that with other people who also sell on there, but you can choose whatever you want. And then there's the description. It says, do not offer other payment options to buy from you. PayPal or Stripe via our system is the only methods available. So you're not going to want to put on in the listing that you would take a check or Zelle or whatever. Do not offer discounts or mention price drops or what a good deal your item is. If you mention you are selling for less due to a flaw, the item must be listed as a boo-boo. Do not direct people off-site. Mention visiting your website, following you on social media, going elsewhere for more pictures. They don't want you to do that. So don't be saying like, come see me on YouTube or something like that. Do not mention other items you have for sale or mention that you sell on eBay, Etsy, Facebook, or elsewhere. So otherwise you can just type in the description in here. Whatever you want to have. This is the key words. This is important because this is how they kind of drive people to your, if you're on Google and somebody's looking for a Gracie May Reborn doll, then this keyword is going to drive them to there because you can put Reborns. Let's see if I can do this. One-handed. So Reborn. And then you just do a comma and it will make the tag. You know, doll tag. Gracie May, comma, tag. So see, you just put in anything that's related to your doll there. And now here's where you're kind of breaking it down when people are putting in their searches what they're looking for. So if you're going to be doing, let's say a normal vinyl doll, then the head is vinyl, the body's cloth, and the limbs are vinyl. Or if you have a cuddle, might be the head is vinyl and the body is cloth and the limbs are cloth. Whatever your doll is. And then the age, they have all the way from a micro preemie on up to a child. Say newborn. What gender? Are you letting them choose? Boy, girl? And then they have all the torso plates that you can think of. So if your baby comes with any of that. What are the arms and legs? Are they full length, 3/4, quarter? What are they? Is this an open edition, a limited edition, a sold out edition, or you don't know? Open or closed eyes. What is the eye color if they're open? What are the eye material? Lashes. What kind of lashes none, rooted, plied, painted, rooted and painted. They have all the variety here. Same with hair. Rooted, painted, painted and rooted, or combi hair, applied hair, pencil hair, bald, wig, all that. The hair too. They have a whole bunch of different types of hair that you can choose. What kind of paint did you use to paint the doll? And how's the baby weighted? What kind of skin tone? What is the race? What kind of pacifier? A regular one, a magnetic one, modified, or it can't take a pacifier? Is the pacifier included? Is it a twin? Is it a boo-boo? Is it a prototype or a drink 'em wet? Is it a smoke-free environment? A pet-free environment? People want to know that. And then this is the shipping costs. So you can put in different places around the world, and you could just do worldwide shipping and make it be a set amount, but I think that would be very difficult to do unless you are offering free shipping. If you want to offer free shipping for an area, you would put in 0. And that seems like that's pretty self-explanatory. And then extra shipping information, you can type in. I always include that the items not listed as included are props and not included in the sale, so that, you know, if I have some of the special props with the dolls, people understand that they won't necessarily be getting those with the doll unless I say so. Now this is where you can add the pictures. And I'm going to click on this here, and then we'll pull up my pictures, and I can just grab one and say open. Then it's going to put that picture onto my listing. Now you can have up to 20 pictures. So you could pick a whole bunch, like 20 of them. And then if you have a YouTube, this is the one time where you could link your YouTube. You know, we talked about how you can't say to go to YouTube, but you can actually post a link of your YouTube video onto your listing. And you can do that right here. You can copy the link and put it right here and choose whether it's landscape or portrait. And people can see your item then. And then your store policies, refund policies, ordering information, terms and conditions. You just have to figure out what those are and type them in. And then where to post. Do you want it nursery only? There's more options. I think because I didn't fill everything out, they didn't list it. But there's to the nursery only, or there's also to post to in the searches and just listed. And so you can choose. There's I think there's usually 3 options, and the last one costs money, and it also includes emailing your followers. And so then you can either schedule it or when to post and then hit submit, and then you're done. That's it. And then it will be listed on reborns.com. Good luck.